On the wall here, I put up like the Wall of Fame, the Foreign Legion, and the first tape, the demo came out in 1998.
Yep.
Which is like 26 years ago. It's crazy, isn't it?
Thanks for reminding us of that.
Yeah.
And you said career? Did you just say career?
Well, the funny thing is that your first single on ABB Records came after that. It was Full-Time B-Boy. And in a way, that kind of summed up what would become your career, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Just like guys that were out doing what they loved and not getting paid for it.
Yeah.
That was us.
And it really is a shame. I mean, people always say, like, the most slept on. But I honestly think that you guys are slept on. I mean, you should be living large. You should be millionaires off of your art. But instead, you've had to do your respective jobs, right?
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. But, you know, whenever because I get artist depression a lot. I mean, I have it right now.
Well, in your songs, you address it in a lot of your solo stuff, too.
I do, because I like what you're saying. You can't. I don't mean it from an egotistical perspective, but I'm like, I'm as good as these guys. Like, we have peers. We were talking about this on the way to the show last night. We have peers that do this for a living.
Yeah.
And we clearly did something wrong. We did something wrong, because I'm like, I don't know. Like, we I don't know. Like, I think we do good stuff, but I think we do good shows. I'm like, we should at least be able to make
a living.
Or half of a living.
Yeah.
Or a quarter of a living. Well, and there's just like, but I'm grateful that people like you pay attention, that the fans that we do have pay attention. Like, I'm just grateful that people come to our shows, that we have a good time, we still have a friendship. He still wants to do it. I just have to go with gratitude every time. Yeah. Even though, like, I've had, you know, when I talk to some of my friends that are like, when I'm like feeling sorry for myself artistically, they're like, dude, I've never played in Europe. Like, you're sitting here telling me, oh, woe was me. It's like, I can't play outside of Oakland. Really? And I'm like, just artist friends, you know, that like have never been on tour or whatever. And I'm like, I guess what it is I had these expectations, you know, having record deals, going to Europe 10 or 20 times, like China, Australia, like having thousands of fans worldwide. And then I'm like, I'm trying to be a real estate agent, and I don't want to be a real estate agent at all.
We'll talk about that too. That's in Florida. But before we go any further, let's be sure to mention you guys have a kind of a tour, a mini Bay Area tour going on that kicked off 2 nights ago. Yep. And it's called the
Hollow Justice Run is what we're calling it, because it's in celebration of True Justice's 51st birthday.
The DJ who will be there tonight. So who's going to be on the bill tonight at Stork Club? Were you also last night at Smiley's in Bolinas?
Great time. Have you been there?
I love that place.
Oh, it's my favorite place. Yeah, now I'm like, that's a real great bar.
So tell us the lineup last night and for tonight.
Well, it's us and Justin's Case, which is DJ True Justice, Equipto, MC Pauze, AG on the keys. There's Moon Magic, Lil Flower Nasti, who wasn't there last night.
Oh, she wasn't? Okay.
No. She was doing another gig, but she came later. Then you have Romel with 2 L's, along with DJ DS, and this guy you might know named Z-Man.
I do. I love him.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
We were just
love him. We were just literally 10 minutes ago in the car talking about how great he is.
And MC Pauze, not to be confused with DJ Pauze. No. I saw him with Equipto at the Stork Club like about 2 months ago at a show.
Yeah.
It seems like to me, and Zach, you're in Florida, so you're not here as much as Marc is, but it seems like the Bay Area is underground hip hop is going through somewhat of a renaissance now.
Mm-hmm. I was talking about this last night.
With people like Equipto, kind of the elders leading the way and bringing up people, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a case of the Bay Area taking this opportunity to really get back out there and remind people of, like, this is why we do it. And once people feel like that organic energy, that a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I forgot about this, or maybe they're introducing it to, you know, their younger siblings or younger peers, and like, oh, we used to see this. You could go to Storyville, you could go to Justice League, you could go all these places. You could stumble out of the door and see a really dope show any night of the week, and it feels like it's starting to go back that direction.
So you did a streaming thing on Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
So
terrible.
It was terrible?
They were great. The place was great, but I was jet lagged.
Oh, yeah.
Because
you just got in that afternoon, right?
Yeah, I literally just got off. It was probably my worst show personally. I was really rough on I beat
Mark,
myself
do you
up.
think he's being too hard on himself?
No.
No, because we have a really high standard like for our shows.
Right.
Because that's really what we were known for. Like the records were cool enough, but we were really known for tearing up shows.
And not only that, but out of all the people I know, and Timi as a photographer has taken so many pictures, you guys would put on a different costume for every show.
Yeah.
And some really crazy funny ones.
No, I mean, we've done so many, and honestly, it just got to the point where like it was fun when we were doing it, but then it became people want, okay, what are you gonna dress up as? Like, well, you know, we have a new record, and we're trying to promote the music, and so I think we stepped away from that. Every once in a while, we'll do something like silly before the show, but you know, what?
The reason we did that, Billy, is like. You remember 97, 98, 99, how many like great groups were coming out of here? So we would be on a bill with like 7 amazing groups. And I'm like, I don't want to just be another, you know, white dude with a sideways hat and a goatee rapping, because like, how are people going to remember us? So we would like, well, let's do something where they remember us. Like, who was that group that dressed like Miami Vice or Star Wars or Hulk Hogan? We did so many silly things.
Yeah.
Like, we want, Flintstones. We built a car.
Well, the Flintstones and the Justice League.
Yeah. Well, we had to do it because I'm on the stage with Zion I and Planet Asia and Dilated Peoples. Like, what are we gonna do? Our music is great, but we're just gonna blend in something that stands out.